Thank you guys for joining us. I was mentioning that it's your anniversary this month.
Yeah.
So happy anniversary.
Yes, 5 years. I can't even believe how fast it went. So fast.
That's amazing. That's amazing. 5 years. And you are from Canada.
I am. I'm from southwestern Ontario. Really close. I live right on the border with Michigan. So,
Okay. It's cold there, but not, we talked that it's not as cold as Chicago, right?
well, I think Chicago has some pretty cold weather.
Yeah.
I mean, we get it right now. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Lindsay's on. She's my sponsor. She's the reason why I'm here.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay.
I always tell her, thank God she said yes, because her yes meant that I got to change my life.
Yes, and so many other people, right?
So many. Yeah.
Yeah, because thanks to you doing this, you helping other people to fulfill their dream, to grow themselves, and helping more people and more people. So I'm so excited to share your story. So please take the mic and share everything. Why you started with Monat, why do you decide to stay all this time, and then we're going to talk a little bit about your favorite product too.
Okay. So you guys, hi. I'm first of all, I have to say thank you so much for inviting me to do this because I feel very honored to share my story. And I know that it's something that I take very good consideration of, because when people share their stories, it builds your belief in yourself. And I tell this to people all the time, that if you want to know if this is something that you can do, go check out the people who are doing it, because we come from all backgrounds. We come from all different ages, all different experiences, and people who you wouldn't even realize how successful they can be. And you'll look at them and you'll say, hey, that sounds like me. That sounds like my story. Those sound like my struggles. If they can do it, I can do it too. So I represent the over 50 group. That's me. I am a wife and a mom. I have 3 kids. They're all grown up. They're all in the, American military. So my oldest son is a veteran from the Marine Corps. He is a helicopter pilot in Arizona. And my other son is active duty in California, and my daughter's active duty in Virginia. And my husband and I live here in Canada. And when I started Monat, I was a brand new empty nester. They had just left. I was a high school math and science teacher, and all that we did for the whole time the kids were home was help them, be with them, take them to their activities, drive all over and when they left, it was like all of a sudden I realized I didn't have a social group. I didn't have a hobby. I didn't have anything except for work. And I remember for a couple of weeks, I would come home after work every day. We'd have dinner. I'd sit down. We'd watch Netflix. I'd eat some chips, and I'd go to bed and I would cry, because I was like, I'm almost 50. I was months away from being 50. And I thought, this cannot be all there is. This can't be it. There has to be more for me to do. And right after that happened, literally within the next week or two, I saw this before and after picture that Lindsay posted of somebody's hair. And she had been posting other stuff from another company for a while. And then she posted this hair picture, and it looked like my daughter's hair. And I was like, oh, that looks like something that could help Abby. She really needs help. I'm going to get that. And we got it. And I actually bought a bottle of shampoo and some samples and tried it over Christmas. And Abby's like, Mom, feel how soft my hair is. And so I texted Lindsay and I said, after Christmas holidays are over, I want a kit, whatever your kit is, because I was really frugal. And there's no way I would have sold this, not in a million years, but I knew that I would get the biggest discount if I got a kit. So I got this kit. I didn't ask if there were quotas. I didn't ask if I had to sell anything or buy anything. I didn't even think about that. Thank goodness there was none of that. And we get the kit and I start looking at the products. And so I started using them for myself. And I had very thin hair, almost to the point of balding at the temples, very greasy. It didn't grow. And if you look at my before pictures, there are very few of them, because I almost never got in a picture because I was embarrassed. I didn't like getting my picture taken. And I started using the products. In a few weeks, I could see baby hairs growing. Like I could see baby hairs all along my part. And I'm like, what is going on? There's something about this. So I messaged Lindsay. I said, you got to show me how to do this business, because I think I can do this. I think I can share this with people and help people, because I know I'm not the only one who has this. Now, the other part of this is that you have to know that my husband and I have had really big dreams in our life. And when we started off our marriage together, we went through some real rocky financial times to the point that we had pretty much nothing. Like we were raising 3 kids in a 2-bedroom apartment, and some days if somebody didn't drop groceries off, we wouldn't have had milk for the kids. So since then, we've always worked really hard and really known that we've got these big, big dreams. And I went and sat down, and Lindsay showed me the business, and I was like, this could be it. Like, this could literally get us from where we are. And at the time, he was a high school math teacher. He's full-time police officer. He's a chief of police in there, and we were doing well, but we needed time freedom to go see our kids. We needed to be able to have flexibility. We needed to be able to have financial flexibility, so that I wanted to go watch my daughter play basketball in Florida at college. And that was going to mean hopping on a plane on a Friday night without a whole lot of planning ahead and paying whatever the price was to go watch her play on a Saturday. I needed that. So yeah, I started sharing, and the business started to grow because I was just so excited that my hair was growing. And it's so funny. I had a friend who was in another business like this, and we were having coffee one day, and she said, "You're going to have to go live. You're going to have to build your social media following." And I'm like, no way. That is never happening. I don't care what you say. That's not happening. And I'll never forget, it was a couple of months in. I got up in the morning to go to work, and I had to wash my hair. My hair was so greasy. I'd wash my hair every single morning for work. And I got up and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, it doesn't even look like I slept last night. Like, I don't have to wash my hair today. I didn't even have to use dry shampoo. And I got in my car, and it's still dark out because it's early and getting ready to go to the school. And I clicked live on my Facebook, and I said, I have to tell you guys, because I was so shocked, because I thought people lied about it. I thought people lied about their not having to wash their hair in the morning, because I'm like, there's no way. Like, how? And I was like, you guys, you won't believe it. Look at my hair. Oh, so. And anyway, from there, it's been incredible. It's been such a good journey. And Monat has been so good to us. I retired from my teaching job 12 years early in 2021.
Wow.
I earned the Cadillac in 2020. Been on many trips, and I think the best part of it has been the personal growth. We say that about this business, that it's like personal growth with a paycheck. I'm not the person that I was 5 years ago, and people who know me know that I've had some massive changes. And the people have just been, the community has been incredible. I didn't have a community before Monat, not really. A few moms from basketball, but we didn't really hang out, or I didn't really have any deep connections with people. And now, like, I have this incredible community of people that support each other and love on each other, and share the highs and the lows with each other. And it's been one of the biggest blessings of the business. So yeah, I've had my ups and downs. We talked a little bit about that. Hasn't been a trajectory, that's for sure. I'm not one of the fastest growers or anything like that, but I love the company, and I love the fact that it is where I'm going. It is the vehicle to get me where I'm going. And it doesn't matter what your experience is. I said this before, what your education is, what you can build a global business. I'll tell you one more thing. My husband and I, when the kids were little and we were broke, we started our own brick and mortar business. We started a karate studio. And so
wow.
I know the difference between running a brick and mortar business and something like this, where you can spend literally less than, well, in Canada, you can spend less than $1,000 if you get the biggest kit we have, and have a complete turnkey operation, including email marketing, including account setup, including global business where you don't have to ship anything. The product is made for you. It's just so, it's mind-boggling to me. I don't have to pay insurance on a building. I don't have to pay for utilities. I don't have to run and do my product runs like I had to with the studio when I needed equipment. And I have an unlimited expansion capability. So when I taught karate, we had this little studio, and we had a certain number of hours in a day. We either needed to get another studio to expand, which we did one year. We got another place, or we needed to, like, you can't get more hours in a day. We were limited to what we could do. There just wasn't an expansion possibility without us taking on maybe franchises or something, and we weren't prepared to do that. So yeah. Okay. I don't know. Did I cover everything?
That's amazing. Amazing information. Thank you so much. And I think you mentioned that for you it wasn't the speed, you didn't get in the speed that you want. I don't think it has to do with speed. Everybody goes through their own journey, and it's not about how fast you get there, it's the journey, because the journey makes all the difference. It's how we grow,
Yeah.
and we grow, and the faith, we were talking about faith, having faith in yourself, in your capabilities, and faith in the dreams that you had all those years, that they coming true one by one at the right timing. This is amazing. It's so inspiring, because we all go through struggles. We all go through up and down, and in business, in life, in personal. And this business really been a blessing. Every person that I talk is obviously different details, but everybody, what is consistent is the up and down, and the growth, the emotional, mental growth that we're receiving is, it's surpassed the paycheck. It's surpassed all the material stuff. The gratitude program we have, all of those things are like, it's like really I know there's nothing perfect by God, but this business really has the most perfect combination of things to us, and we have this gift to give for everybody who's open-minded and willing to grow themselves. So your story is just, it's so amazing. So amazing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me. I was going to say I should have mentioned the gratitude program. I was a gratitude ambassador last year. Oh, what an incredible experience.
Oh, tell us about that, please.
Highly recommend that if you are a part of this company, that you make it a goal to do this, because it is a huge impact that we have. So for people who don't know, Monat has a charity, a 501c3 charity called Monat Gratitude. And the charity, this blew me away. 100% of what gets donated to the charity goes to people in need. 100%. Do you know any other charity that runs without an operating budget? It's because Monat Global gives the operating budget, so that everything that gets donated gets to be dispersed to people. And I was able to impact people locally, but we also started the gratitude grants last year. And it was such a remarkable thing to see organizations that I put in contact. I was able to network them with the application process, and they were granted money from Monat that's helping their program. So I'm going to give you one really good example. I have a friend, and she's only a friend since I did this. She runs a charity to get supplies to very, very, very northern First Nation communities in Canada. There's 4 communities that she helps supply, and the program that we hooked her up with it's called So and So, I think she calls it. And so they take donations of sewing machines and material, and they ship it into these fly-in communities. The only way you can get there is flying, and it costs thousands of dollars to ship this to the kids there. And Monat gave them almost $20,000 for their program. Isn't that?
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. So on so many levels, well, gratitude is really, it's like the pillar. It's like one of the most important pillars of what we do. And when it becomes a pillar in your life, in your business, in your family, in your community, it changes so many things. And it's always a work in progress. There's always more you can do. But the simple idea of being in a state of gratitude and being grateful for where you're at now helps you to get to where you're going, and helps you to impact the people in your life and your community. And one person can make a massive difference. Like one person, you can change so many lives. It's I love it. I love it.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it too. The gratitude program, the community, the self-development that we're receiving from this company is, for me, was the biggest gift that I was not expected. I expected amazing product, which I experienced, and I saw, yeah, it's a great product, and then a great compensation plan. Fantastic. I can work from home and be available for my family. But those other things that came along with it was just a blessing. Absolutely a blessing.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. Yeah.
So tell me, what is if you have to pick one, I know all the products are amazing and it's very hard to pick one, but pick one product that you cannot leave without.
I don't think I can. I really don't. I thought about it as you told me you're going to ask this, but I have to do 3 because it's the whole new system. And I'm going to tell you that this system,
Oh, the
this has
IR
changed,
system.
absolutely changed my life. So when I started using Monat, I used the volume because my hair was so greasy, and I got growth with the volume, which, like, just to let you know, the quality of the products is amazing. But because of some of the issues that I have because of menopause and because of my age and all of that, this has been like a total game changer for me and anybody who has thinning hair. Like the promo that we have on right now, I can't even say enough about anybody who has any kind of, I've done the research on the ingredients in this, and for just to have a healthy scalp, just to have the healthiest scalp possible, this new serum is by far, it blows everything else out of the water. It has bakuchiol and hyaluronic acid in it that you put on your face for your scalp. And why is that important? And it has a ton of antioxidants. So I was researching, why are antioxidants important for aging hair, for thinning hair, for scalp health? And it's because oxidative stress on your hair follicles is one of the biggest things that leads to hair loss. It's amazing.
Really?
Our company, when we say we're cutting edge science, I'm telling you, nobody has what we have. Nobody. If you don't like the sciencey stuff, which I absolutely love it, but if you don't like the sciencey stuff, you can take my word for it. There are things in these products that you would, so let's just talk about rosemary oil. There's rosemary oil in the shampoo and conditioner, specifically rosemary oil. There's a clinical trial that was done, a study that was done that compared rosemary oil with minoxidil. And in a 6-month period, rosemary oil had the same effects as minoxidil for hair growth. The same.
Wow.
So instead of going and putting on something pharmaceutical that you might have side effects with, you start with something like this and see if this works, which it will.
Yeah.
No, it will.